Many of us have grown up being fascinated by robots from stories and movies. We have seen them as helpers, entertainers, and companions. Their captivating personalities and antics make them compelling characters that we have all come to love and desire. However, today's robots are built for very specific tasks, and they're operated by people who must be trained to interact with them. As these technologies become more prevalent in our daily lives, it's important that the interactions feel natural.
I added medical assistance immediately to your shopping list.
Sim, wake up!
Wow. Oh, wow.
In the field of human-computer interaction, experiments have revealed that people unconsciously treat machines as real people, demonstrating politeness, showing concerns for their feelings, and even assigning intent, desires, and personality traits onto machines. We tend to have expectations for natural and social interactions with technology, and when this technology doesn't meet our expectations, it makes us feel unsatisfied and frustrated. We looked into research from psychology, social sciences, and human-robot interaction, and created Sim, our social robot, to take advantage of our existing knowledge of social interactions. One of the first things we looked at was how humans communicate with each other, as communication is the most important aspect in building trust and relationships between people. We found that almost 65% of the social meaning in our communication is conveyed through non-verbal behaviors like gestures, body language, gaze, and facial expressions. These non-verbal behaviors help us communicate emotions, which are crucial to establishing compelling social interactions and long-term relationships.
During the early stages of our project, we drew upon the research of Paul Ekman and Robert Plutchik to build what we call the social interaction model. This model is a set of rules that governs how the robot responds to scenarios, like interacting with a new and familiar user, or just accomplishing a task successfully. Using commercially available software from Affectiva, our prototype is able to capture and process an image of a user's face. From that image, we can determine their facial expression and feed that data into the model that Sim uses to generate a response.
So to create these responses, we needed to design Sim in a way where it could effectively communicate these emotions. Eyes are the most expressive part of a person's face, and they play a key role in expressing emotions. We designed Sim to have these large expressive eyes, and the idea here was to keep them rectangular to fit with the rest of Sim's design. These rounded rectangles can squash and stretch and exaggerate to express a wide variety of emotion. So for the animation style, we were inspired by popular animated characters and Disney's 12 Principles of Animation to make sure that Sim felt appealing and organic and kind of friendly.
We started the design of Sim's physical embodiment with a CAD model. We iterated once on this design, angling one component back slightly to provide a better center of gravity. Two motors provide pitch and yaw, allowing Sim to achieve simple expressions like yes and no. A third motor provides an additional yaw motion, affording Sim a greater range of expressiveness.
We modeled a virtual prototype around the hardware constraints that we had, so we could rapidly iterate on Sim's emotional responses. We then exported the finalized animations onto the hardware prototype, so we could put Sim to the ultimate test, actually interacting with people in a social context.
So we tested two different models with users, one with social intelligence, which is Sim, and one without, to see how people would react to each one. We found that people personified Sim.
Oh yeah, I definitely like Sim better. Well, because he was fun, like I said, he was responsive. Just something in the eyes seemed to have a personality. He seems young. I don't know why. Maybe it's just because of the big eyes. Eager, maybe? It was really cute. It was really sad when I said no.
Comparing these observations to the robot without social intelligence, we feel that robots like Sim, who can understand and express emotions, create a more desirable experience. So as we see these robots move into our everyday lives and even our homes, it's imperative that they're able to communicate with humans in ways that feel natural.
Our experiments with socially intelligent robots is only a small step towards building long-term and meaningful relationships with each other.
And there's a ton of possibilities, and we're excited to see where all this goes.